Saying no. Niggas know how I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is sick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick, hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine, I'm on the goal line. And I'm going for 6, watch me up the scope. Caught him at the stove, he was with his hoe. Had to let him know, that's your ass, you don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up, boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch, get off dick, tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air, you see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit, why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke, you get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they on some game shit. Nigga, you was a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you was a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe, cause hoes get dope. Man, you pussy ass a cat.
We fucking live, my niggas.
Tell him free to act. Feeling free to rat. You know he told how you sleep with.
Damn, Heart2start Fantasy Football.
Hey, I like seeing that
I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here watching.
I manifested that.
The intro, and it just made me realize that Curt won the championship, bruh, and he about to have another ring in person like the draft footage. Y'all gotta go check the draft footage out. I didn't want to start it like that, but I was literally watching that video and got like all over, like, oh my God, I already got over the fact that you won. You know, you ain't rubbed it in too much yet. You know what I mean? I mean, what can you rub in with you the 2 times? But look, since only AOB matters, right? Special shout out to Guccini, man. He won the Ashley League, which is, in my mind, just as competitive as the AOB, man. You know what I mean? So really, we got 2 champs out of 3. I'm the only one that didn't win the ship this year, man. I guess I suck.
That nigga need to take a shot. Take a shot, nigga. What you got over there?
I got some Baileys, man.
I got some Baileys.
Talk to me, champs. What's up, man?
Man, salute, JD, man. You know.
Man, it's playoff time, yo. Shit. Yeah. Where the shit cracking right now, man.
Bruh, I mean, it is playoff, but we gotta salute the champs, man. Y'all both. It's the first podcast we had since y'all both won the shit, man. You know what I mean? So it's the real congratulatory. Curt, the ring ceremony ain't till the draft. You know what I mean? You know, overall,
who got
shit.
Huh? Who got the 2020 ring to get it, the nigga?
I thought it came with 2.
I know, but where's the other one at?
Got to be a G.
G probably got it.
2021.
Yeah, G probably. That's crazy.
L's got one, and then Reese put on the other one.
That's crazy that he put that on and ended up losing. That's crazy that y'all ended up playing. And you know what? There's no consolation to one of your old rivals winning who beat you in the shit, but at least you beat him. And that's somebody you can talk about. Both of us. Misery loves company, and I'm gonna for sure bring him in at any chance I get.
Facts,
man. We on this.
It was, for one, both our matchups went down to 1 point. He beat me by 1 in week 10 or whatever, and then I won by 1 in the ship. And I needed 4 points from Singletary on that Monday night game. He was killing that first quarter. I'm like, oh, this in the bag. Bro, I didn't get that shit till damn near the last drive of the game. I sweated that shit out the whole game.
Was you on pins and needles, or you was just not watching?
Bro, I actually cut it off in the 4th. I was like, you know what? I ain't going to watch. And then somebody in the chat like, ooh, he back in, because I'm thinking he hurt or they benching everybody. And then Aaron sent like, ooh, he back in. So I'll watch it real quick, turned it back on.
Man, I tell you, I was watching that shit, man, and I said, damn, he only need 3 yards to get a point. I was hoping y'all tied so we could discredit the ship off the rip.
Because I'd have been off the. He would have won off the last matchup.
Man, exactly, bro. I wanted y'all to tie so bad, bro. That was the only thing that was gonna make me feel better is y'all tie.
I thought we was gonna tie because I was talking about all year. We need fucking death matches. Like there's no decimal shit.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, man. And you did a little bit of both. So you know what I mean? I can't knock you for that. You know,
I can't even lie and say I didn't get lucky at some point.
JD, you know, did what you was supposed to do. You know what I mean? You set your goal high, and you know, you was over there sweating live on the channel too. You know, that was comedy, bro. That was funny, bro. You stayed live the whole. A lot of people don't got the guts to stay live the whole time.
Up by 46, and the nigga had Diggs, and Diggs scored 42.
That is amazing. And you know what? That is on the game on Monday. But congratulations to the champs. I mean, shit. Matter of fact, since this is the playoff talk episode, I'm wondering who y'all got to win it just off the rip. Who's gonna play in the Super Bowl?
I like the Bucs and the motherfucking Bills.
I go Bucs Chiefs. I go Bucs Chiefs.
Chiefs Packers. Packers win it.
Chiefs Packers. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Ooh, A-Rod come out and do that. I don't know. I don't think they got it.
The reason I say that is because they got smacked by the Niners last year, right? Just a team that could bully their ass. Ain't no teams in the NFC that could bully the Packers like the Niners did last year. So I think that was really their kryptonite. I think they could get through everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking shit about Rodgers this year, or the Packers. They didn't get no receivers. They was kind of writing them off. I think he just been on a mission all year. He'll get that MVP, and he'll get the Super Bowl MVP.
This is one of those years where he kind of quietly been flying under the radar, though. Aaron Rodgers.
And Adams. Adams just might give you 2 touchdowns on an average every week. Just stupid.
I could see the Packers, especially how they got embarrassed last year. You know what I mean? They was able to get Dylan some reps at the end of it. He had a good game. I think that was pretty big just to, you know, how the young buck get some of those reps. You know what? I do like the Packers now that I think about it. I definitely like the Packers, and I think they can beat the Bucs for sure. The Bucs, you know, it's hard to count out Tom Brady, though.
Bro, he just had a quiet. I talking about quiet seasons. He just had a quiet 40 for the season. Like that shit crazy.
This season has for sure been crazy.
I like JPP and the boy that came from Denver, the sack leader from last year. I can't even think of his name right now. But yeah, I like what the Bucs defense is going to bring to the table. I think the Bucs but I think that the Bucs would have, if they win this week, the Bucs would have to play Green Bay next week. I think that's how that goes. So we wouldn't even get a Brady Rodgers NFC championship. It'd be a divisional, which I mean, it don't just take nothing away from the game or whatnot. It would just be nice to see them in the NFC championship, especially since they ain't faced off in the playoffs before, or it would have been the Super Bowl.
Shit. I like that Bills pick though. Ain't gonna lie. Bills could do it. But I don't know if I can put my money on Mahomes.
I've seen a lot of people saying that.
No, yeah, I can see that for sure. I just want to see Bills Chiefs in the AFC shit.
I think it depends on their health, on Diggs' health too, though, and Beasley. Beasley been JD. You've been loving Beasley all year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need both of them to be healthy.
Yeah, but McKenzie stepped up and had a big week the last week of the season too, and he did his damage. I don't know if Josh Allen played the whole game in week 17, but McKenzie had a hell of a game with him and Diggs. I think if Diggs is a full go, if Beasley's not a go, I think McKenzie on the DraftKings or on the FanDuel, he's only like a $4,500 play. That's a great sleeper right there.
So they reseed in the NFL. So if Tampa wins as the 5th seed and Seattle wins as the 3rd, Seattle will go down and play possibly New Orleans. But if Chicago beats New Orleans, then Green Bay will play Chicago. So it's a chance we can get that Brady Rodgers. We'll see though. You know. Let's talk about the first game. Let's talk about the Ravens and the Titans. I don't know if it's the first on the schedule, but it's the first one that popped up for me. Ravens favored -3. Titans, you know, the over-under 55. I see everybody picking Vrabel. Oh, he owns Harbaugh. I was over there watching the Run Boys, and they were talking about that on the Run Boys After Dark. And man, the Ravens have been on a roll. 37 points per game towards the end of the year. They last games. You know what I mean?
Great wins, I think.
Hey, Lamar coming back to life. The run game looking better. Dobbins looking good, looking like what everyone thought he would be. I like the Ravens right here. I got the Ravens.
I like the Titans. Just based on, I think Henry is unstoppable, and then with that combination of AJ Brown on that outside and Corey Davis having a great season as well, I don't think the Ravens is going to be able to go into Tennessee and beat them. I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout or anything, but I just like what Derrick Henry is going to be able to bring to the table and run the ball for 40 times probably this game, and just Mike Tyson heavyweight punch out, Nintendo 1986. That's what I like, bro.
These are some good games too. These are some good games. Just thinking back at some of the games of these matchups that happened.
This is a rematch from last year too.
Yeah,
and earlier this year, the last two times, Tennessee kind of do it. That's why I don't think they're going to do it 3 times in a row. I think the Ravens going to get it going. I do think that it's going to be a heavy dose of Henry, but like you said, Dobbins is looking good now. Andrew's starting to come back around. They got Hollywood involved last week. So, I mean, I like it.
Been pretty solid. The only thing, though, I think with the Ravens, the way they've been clicking, like I said, 37 points a game. Bro, Tennessee, there's only like 2 or 3 teams worse than Tennessee on defense, and that's the Lions and the Falcons.
This is a big over game for me. It might be like 60 points.
If it's one of those, where the Ravens offense is just clicking, they could take a lot of deep shots. It just depends on a lot of things. I think they got that taste in their mouth too, though. What was that score last year? Didn't they whoop their ass?
Yeah, they whooped them last year.
I like the Ravens. Hey, peak late is what the Ravens have been doing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. In that game, I know on DraftKings, I know y'all play FanDuel and DraftKings. Hollywood 54. That's a pretty good. I like that amount for DraftKings, but the only thing I don't like is he's been pretty touchdown dependent. All his games, the last 4 games, he scored. Sometimes even twice. So it's like, am I banking on that in the playoff game? Nah, I like Andrews. I'm loving Andrews. You know what I mean?
No, I would definitely play Andrews. I know on FanDuel he was, I think, a $7,000 play, but that's the number 1 top receiver in Baltimore right there. And it's time for, if they're going to get anything going in that pass game, it's definitely going to be with Andrews, without a doubt.
I can't wait to see Dobbins play. I ain't gonna lie, in this playoff atmosphere, especially having him in Dynasty. You know what I mean? Like I'm anxious to see what we gonna expect from him next year when it comes to fantasy. Shout out to Bogart, man, in the comments, man. Live over there on the Run Boys, they over there kicking it, man. We over here, he stepped out for a smoke break to come say what's happening, man. That's what's up. Fuck with you, man. Yeah, I'm fucking with the Ravens right here, though. It's going to be a good one for sure. I'm loving that one. I need to see the times of this because it seems like it's going to be a football day tomorrow. We got your
3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday.
The Super Bowl favorite, you said, JD, your Bills favored by 6.5. I mean, that ain't really nothing because that's just a touchdown. Damn, they kind of counting the Colts out a little bit, man. I don't know if I like that one.
I mean, I would definitely take that 6.5 in this one, but I don't think that the Bills is,
on the Bill side.
No, I would take the 6.5. Give me the Colts. If I was betting in a parlay, I would take that 6.5 definitely. I don't know if they're gonna cover by a touchdown or whatnot, but without DeForest Buckner. Him being questionable in that Bills running game, you get Zach Moss and motherfucking Devin Singletary. It's the whole different ball game when Buckner's not playing, bro. You seen what Henry did. I think it was their first matchup against the Colts, and Derrick Henry killed their ass. And then when Buckner was back, it was a whole different story. Buckner is a is Dan. I ain't gonna say he's Aaron Donald caliber type player, but he's definitely there. We seen what he did last year in Frisco. You know what type of a player he was, and he got his 20-something plus million. He getting paid like Donald. You know what I mean? So if he doesn't play, you know, I like the run game for Buffalo, but I don't think it's going to be a 7-point game for sure. I think this is a close game, but I do like the Bills in this one.
I mean, I love Jonathan Taylor on the other side. I like the Colts' weapons a lot more in this game with Diggs and Beasley being banged up. I don't trust Singletary and Moss. I don't think that they're gonna be able to. I mean, the Colts D wasn't been that tough towards the end of the year, but you know, especially when their linebacker went down. But I don't know, man. I like the Bills. Like that's like one of them underdog stories where I just secretly root for the Bills. You know what I mean? And I like Diggs. I like Josh Allen's game, but they kind of been kicking people ass with that pass game and just doing what they want. And when you got those injuries, those big injuries on the side, I know it's the playoffs and they're gonna put it all on the line, get their shots, get it right. But man, I got the Colts with the upset on this one, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Phillip Rivers on his way out, putting it all on the line. But on the flip side, we know what Phillip do when he get the squint and looking at the, you feel me, when he throw them picks and looking at that's his thing.
Rivers went from San Diego to a dome to about to play in Buffalo. Who knows how the weather finna be? They about to get smacked. I take the Bills and the points.
Buffalo weather,
right, bro? I think it's a wrap. I think it's gonna blow them out. And yeah, everybody gonna like Jonathan Taylor. Colts gotta run the ball to win the game. But when you down 14, 17, 20 points early in that first half, when they get up on your ass, because that's what the Bills do, and they keep that pressure on you, Jonathan Taylor ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
I like that. You said he went from San Diego to a dome to playing in Buffalo. But, you know, he in the AFC, and all the AFC teams is really his time in the Chargers was all cold weather damn near. You feel me? The New Englands, you know what I mean?
Games. They won in the dome once against the Colts.
He's a career loser. That's for sure.
He is not no career loser.
He
took the Chargers to the AFC Championship. Played against Brady with a torn ACL. He ran up against Peyton Manning. You got to understand the era that he played in, though.
He's still around. He's still around.
He ain't been to no Super Bowl, but that's just like a lot of teams going up against Jordan. If Jordan went, I mean, that's that Jordan era. The era that Rivers played in, he played in a great quarterback era, bro. Just look at the quarterbacks that was taken before him in the same draft. That's like four Super Bowls.
Hey, you know what else? I'm looking at the schedule. They didn't play the Bills this year. The Bills ain't seen Phillip Rivers.
I don't think anybody really scared of Phillip Rivers, to be honest.
I mean, he was solid. I mean, if we talking about fantasy perspective, he been solid. Like he's been fantasy this year. So I'm just saying, with fantasy is numbers, and you know, having him being a threat, I don't know. That's 6.5. I like the Colts on that part. But do I think they're gonna win? I think it's kind of a coin flip because Phillip Rivers could turn into that interception guy that he likes to do in those turnovers. But at the same time, you say how they going to do something when they down 14. On the flip side, the Bills might be chasing some points with some Jonathan Taylor busts and some Naheem Hines, you know what I mean? Screw whatever they got brewing over there. You know, I ain't going to count the Colts out.
No, you're right for sure.
They won some big games this year, too.
They need Buckner for sure.
Definitely need Buckner. On the fantasy side, like, I mean, daily fantasy, I'm not fucking with. I fuck with Josh Allen because he's still Josh Allen. You know what I mean? But I'm not messing with Rivers even for his price. And I think everybody's gonna be kind of picking Taylor. So
Trey Burton's a good play.
Yeah, I think in this game you want to get those sneaky plays. You know what I mean? Depending on if you're playing cash game or tournament too, though.
And then I was saying about Isaiah McKenzie too, though. McKenzie's a cheap play on FanDuel as well.
He went crazy last week, though, huh?
Nice.
Anybody who had him won big. You won big. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tampa and Washington. +8. Damn.
He's talking about peak late, and that's what the GOAT doing right now. That's what TB doing right now. He peaking late. You know what I'm saying? And just
A
quietly.
little jibber jabber in the media back and forth with this game too, huh?
Chase Young and Chase Young on one.
Be careful what you ask for, buddy.
Be careful what you ask for. I'm gonna give Brady 4 touchdowns this game.
Man, right? But I don't watch the defense. It's nice. They can get some pressure on Brady. It could be nice, but I don't know if Alex Smith playing. They don't know yet, but that's what's going to be tough right there is a QB situation. If they have some stability at QB, Washington would be a tough game.
I don't think Washington gonna be able to put up 30+ points. I think Tampa would easily put up 30 against these boys, even with them only rushing 4 and them be able to drop 7. You know what I mean, and try and confuse Brady, but you ain't confusing Brady like that though. Not this team.
Yeah, nah.
That's pressure.
They finna beat
back up what he said for them to have a chance.
Who you trust more in this game, McKissick or Gibson?
McKissick,
4,900 on DraftKings.
Even with either or quarterback. Because matter of fact, I meant to tell you this too, though, Curt. I don't know if it was the champ. I think it was. So who was quarterbacking for the Redskins week 17? Was it the other dude? What's his name?
Bruh started, and then when he came in, he threw that touchdown to McKissick.
I meant to tell you. I meant to say something about that too, bro. That was a hell of a TD, bro.
Oh, is that McKissick?
Oh.
And he hopped up. 41. I said, "Oh, brother,
that was a hell of a TD."
That was like half minute of the game.
Yeah. Oh my mama. That was big. I liked it that. But yeah, no, I like McKissick too. I think McKissick ain't nothing but like $5,500 on FanDuel.
He is at 49 on DraftKings.
But to answer the question, I watched that whole game just because I had McKissick. It was a championship. Gibson looked nice, and I was kind of mad at one point, like, damn, like this nigga killing, like Mr. Kissick not gonna get his chance really until
he didn't do that versus the Bucks though. The Bucks run D is stout.
They are, but he was catching too. They was kind of throwing it to him too a little bit. It kind of depends on the quarterback. I think if Alex Smith plays, they can move the ball and they can do some things. But like JD said, they're gonna have to score, 25 and up, and I don't think they can do that against Tampa.
Yeah.
The only way they put up 25, 26, 27 plus points is if they score on defense. Because even when they played the 49ers, they had two defensive scores, and we completely shut their whole offense down, bro, on everything. They not putting up points like that. So they're gonna have to generate points on defense or special teams in order to keep up with Tampa Bay.
And it's crazy you said that because I actually look at the Redskins kind of like the Niners. They built like us, a dope defense. They got some good running backs. They got one good receiver, but they just don't got no quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
They better go get Watson. If Watson's on the block, they better go pay up to go get Watson, bro.
No, we better go get Watson.
We better go. I was just thinking about that earlier. I swear on my life, don't let us go.
What are you gonna up though? So look, like I didn't drop Radolkowski and Damon on the show plenty of times, right? And a lot of motherfuckers are saying at least it's gonna take 3 first rounds, right? But then they were saying, well, if you got to give up a player on the Niners in order to throw into that package with them first round picks, what player is off limits for the Niners?
Bosa.
That's it. Anybody else?
Bosa's off limits?
That's it.
That's really it, though.
Whoa.
Bruh, I'm going to give whatever for Watson, though.
Jimmy can go, Kittle.
So you're going to sacrifice your defense to score 30-something points, right?
Nah, that's the thing. We ain't sacrificing.
We ain't sacrificing it.
We ain't sacrificing with Bosa?
We're not giving him up. That's the point.
So he's off limits then. So then who would you ship off?
Jimmy, this pick.
Would you ship off Fred Warner? Would you ship off Fred Warner?
Ooh. Man, give him every draft.
All-pro, first team All-Pro
give
this
them
year.
Every first-round draft pick for the next 3 years.
Right?
Shout out to Bowman, man. Washington's gonna win. I hear you. That's not the upset though. Bowman. That ain't the one. That's not the one I'm going with. You know what I mean?
Money on that?
I ain't putting no money on that. I don't even like none of the players in this game on daily fantasy, to be honest. Like Mike Evans banged up. Actually, Godwin. I'll take Godwin. I'll take Godwin.
Like AB. I've been holding tight to AB, bro. He's only 6,500 on FanDuel. I think AB done scored in his last 3 games. I know two games for sure. I think this is where he gonna come make his money. And this where they brought Gronk in too, though. Bless you, nigga. This is where they brought Gronk in for this right here. It's for this playoff magic, bro. 100%. And Gronk is only 6,000 on FanDuel. You know, but just that's a Saturday game. I forgot what other tight ends is on Saturday, but I think Gronk is the best tight end for Saturday.
Gronk might be the best tight end on the whole thing, bro. I'm looking at it. Andrews and Gronk.
Tony got a buy though.
Nobody else, bro. Nobody on Washington, on Logan Thomas, but I wouldn't take him. Jared Cook, no. None of the Bears tight ends. Steelers tight end, no. Browns tight end, no. They're all toss-ups. Seattle tight end, Rams, everybody toss-up. You're right. It's like if you playing FanDuel, you have to pick out of Andrews and what's the name, unless you're just trying to get a little sleeper one. Definitely. Hey, Bowman said Hook is right about Gronk for sure.
I thought that was his new name, Gronigan.
Right?
I thought it was his new nickname.
Hey, my son, when he says skeletons, he sound like he says Granny he was saying Sunnikin. Hey, but let's go to the next game, man. Bears at Saints, bro. If I had to bet my money, bro, no Kamara. If Kamara don't play and Mike Thomas banged up, bro, I'm taking the Bears on this, bro. -10, bro, with the Saints. This seemed like the money play right here. If you bet,
another team that's peaking late is the Bears, and Trubisky actually looks kind of good. Like, so yeah, I'm with you on that. If they don't play, depending on what happened.
That's why I got Latavius Murray in one of my lineups. He was only a $5,000 play. I like Murray in this one, bro. 100%, bro.
If the Bears can control the game and go up, because you know the Saints run D is top in the league, if not top 2. You know, but Montgomery with the volume, bro, I like the Bears to take this one, bro. Shout out to the Bears, Brews, and the Bros, bro. I'm going Bears right here. Mitch Trubisky, as long as he don't, you know what I mean? But Saints, Breeze, it's over, bro. It's over.
I'm going with the Saints on this one. I don't think they'll cover. I would take that 10 with the Bears, and I would go with the over on a parlay. So I would take the 10 for it to go over 47. But I got the Saints to win this just based on the playoff experience, even though I know it ain't no crowd in the Superdome. It's not super amped up. We getting close to Mardi Gras and all types of shit, you know. But I think that with just the playing experience, I think, you know, I don't know who else got playoff experience besides. I don't even know if Khalil Mack has been to the playoff. No, yeah, they were just in the playoffs his first year when they got there. So I don't know how many other motherfuckers got playoff experience over there in Chicago, but I know that whole Saints team got playoff experience because they done been choke artists for the last 3 years in the playoffs. You know what I mean? But they're not gonna lose in the first round to Chicago.
I
think you see a good amount of Taysom Hill though. With no Kamara. Like Peyton gonna have something up his sleeve with no Kamara. He's known this all week, so I think JD might be right though.
No, look, I agree with you on the spread part. If you betting that 10 points is money, take the Bears right there. But if you taking the money line and you taking, you know, the Saints to win, which I can't imagine you could be taking the money line if you're scared of the 10. But I don't know if Nagy can outcoach Sean Payton, man. You know what I mean? If I had to give it to somebody, I'm gonna go with Payton.
I don't think he can outcoach him as well, but I think their offense is clicking, and they will be able to put up 25, 26, you know what I mean, 27. And it's not hard for them to put up 30 for Chicago, without a doubt. You got an Allen Robinson over there. You got Mooney over there. You got your 2 tight end threat with Hammett, Cole Kemet, and fucking Jimmy Graham, bro. And then you got fucking David Montgomery, who's looking like a fucking 3rd round pick next year, 2nd round pick in fantasy football drafts next year, the way that he been playing. You know what I mean? And he just don't run the ball. He can catch that ball as well. So I think with Nagy, I think he can scheme up some shit to where they can put some points up. You know what I mean? That's why I said I like the over in this motherfucker for sure.
Yeah. I know DraftKings, Allen Robinson is only 6,600. That's a bargain for the volume that he gets. You know, I could definitely see him maybe dudding out, but the Saints
going up against Lattimore.
Lattimore really
and
ain't been shit in a minute. Lattimore ain't really been shit in a minute to me. You know what I mean? But, you know, the Saints defense is still the Saints defense. But as far as DraftKings, I love Allen Robinson in this one. And that's really it. I mean, he is kind of playing for a job too, Allen Robinson. I don't think he's going to be in Chicago next year.
And the quarterback, Trubisky, he playing for a quarterback. This is last year. They didn't extend him.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree with Bowman. Breeze can't throw. Thomas hurt. Matt gonna be all pre-worked up. Defense gonna be 20-17. I like the under on this though. I don't like that 47. I think it's gonna be a struggle game, and if the Saints win, they trying to get the fuck up out of there. Let's go. Get on the bus. Let's go. It's time to go. Move to the next. Steelers Browns. This gonna be one of my favorite ones.
Hey,
let me jump out right quick. This is my upset of the week. I called it on Jimmo's show on Tuesday. Motherfuckers just disregarded what a motherfucker was talking about because it ain't no coach. There ain't been no practice. You got players drag racing on Monday, getting caught. Niggas done had weed in their car. The police done tucked that under the rug like, man, we need y'all to be ready for the game and the whole shit. But, yeah, this is my upset right here. I think Baker Mayfield and the Boo-Boo Browns go into Pittsburgh and handle their motherfucking business, man, with a whole lot of Nick Chubb, bro. 100%, bro.
Nice. Shout out to my nigga Larry O out there. I think that Browns Bears parlay gonna be fire. I'm hitting that tomorrow for sure. I might throw the Redskins in there just cause, but I like the Browns for sure. I'm with JD on that one. The Browns just everybody peaking late. They peaking late too. It's the time. It's the Browns' time right now. They too solid of a team right now, and they just win ugly. And it's the type of game right here that's gonna be ugly. And
they win ugly, bro.
Stefanski needs to get.
And the Steelers been losing ugly too,
bro. Stefanski been doing his thing, bro. Shout out to Stefanski, bro, bringing the whole system over there, showing what needs to be done, showing how to put Baker in the right situation.
OBJ early in the year.
You know what I mean? Lost OBJ.
Stefanski the coach of the year. If it wasn't for, or if Flores would have gotten it in the offs too, Flores would have been up there too, though.
For sure, Stefanski.
Bro, I'm going Stefanski, bro. I'm taking the Browns. I'm taking the Browns with the 6, right? They've been disrespecting, bro. It's been too much talk. Juju, Wolfen, Juju, you may not even be there next year. Sometimes I wish players.
You're like the same Browns we've been playing my whole career. Some old man, get the fuck out of here. You've been there for 3
years, bro. You feel me? You don't know the Browns, but what have you done for me lately is the name of the NFL. You feel me? So when the Browns get on these boys with that play action and they hit them in the mouth with Chubb, I'm going to take the Browns. But on the flip side, the Browns secondary and defense is not all of that. If there's any game for a pass-happy team like the Steelers to do something, it's this game. I think it's going to be closer than we think, and I'm going to say it's going to be like a 1 to 3 point game for sure. I'm going with that. The Steelers might end up edging them out, though, just off the experience.
I'm hard-nosed that the Browns is going to win, whether it be 1 point or 30 points. The Browns is gonna win this motherfucker, bro. I think the Browns is hungrier than I ain't gonna say they hungrier than the Steelers because the Steelers. I mean, that's all we know the Steelers for is going into the playoffs and making deep runs in the playoffs. You know, Tomlin ever since he done got there. You know, I think he's only had one losing record or one losing season, and everything else has been 8-8 and above. So you know, whenever he coaches a team, they're in there. You know what I mean? But I think it's a new day in the AFC North, bro, and that might be one of the best divisions in the league, bro. Everybody beating up. You got 3 teams in the playoffs out of that one division, bro. It ain't the motherfucking AFC East, you know what I mean? It ain't the motherfucking West, and it ain't the South, you know what I mean? It's the motherfucking North that got 3 teams in there, bro. 100%. And then even with the Bengals, bro, watch when motherfucker. I don't know if Burrow gonna be ready for next year. He might come in for the middle of next year or this coming season. But the Bengals is on their way up too, though, because the Bengals with they offensive weapons too, they gonna be ready too, bro, on everything. That whole AFC North is they beating each other up, bro. But like I said, I like the motherfucking Browns on this one.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fucking with the Browns. I know it's daily fantasy. I love Deontay Johnson in this one, 6,200 on DraftKings. Yeah. I like Claypool too. I like Big Ben on the sneaky play too.
Mine is Rashard Higgins on this in this game. I like Jarvis ain't that much as well, but I think Jarvis is gonna get a little bit more attention, and I like Higgins to be a sneaky play on this one.
Peoples is good. Peoples might be a little sneaky, but I'm going heavy on the run game with the Hunt, with the Chubb. You know what I mean? Definitely having one of each of them. Just because you talked about it all year, JD. Steelers give up big plays against the run, even though everybody give them their best credit. Chubb is gonna have a big one this game. I think the Browns. It's man, this gonna be some good footballs. These some good playoff games.
Tomorrow or this Sunday, huh? Damn.
Saturday and Sunday.
No, I'm saying this game.
This game.
Shit, I don't even know what the lineup is, bro.
I just know tomorrow the first game is the Bills.
Early.
Yeah, I like it how they added that extra team though.
Yeah.
On everything. That shit.
10 a.m. tomorrow, Bills, 140 Rams, and the Seahawks, which you talk about now, and then the night game is Tampa. So tomorrow, it's gonna be a sweet game. Let's talk about that Seattle Rams. I mean, this is one of those slugfests, man. This is golf is banged up. It's a division, so we know what they're gonna do. What y'all think gonna do? I'm picking Seattle on this one though, for sure.
Yeah, I like Seattle in this one. I think Russ is going. He gonna get it done. He gonna find a way to get it done. And and he gonna do his thing. Golf might play still, but I don't think he's gonna play. To be honest, I think they're gonna go with the backup, and it's gonna be tough trying to get that offense going with a backup quarterback. But Cam Akers has been looking nice lately, but you still got to get Cup normally kills Seattle and Woods. They normally kill the Seahawks when they play them in these division games. That's not gonna happen without Goff. So I think Russ. Yeah. Like that.
Well, that last game, I think it was week 16 they played, week 15 that they played, and it was a 6-6 game going into halftime. They put these teams put up dog fights when they play each other. You know what I mean?
20-9, and then the first game before that was 16-23. Seattle lost.
Yeah, but it was like a 6-6 game at halftime the last time they played, and then,
Yeah, last game was.
Yeah, the last game they played, it was the first half couldn't nobody do nothing. Then that's when Goff banged his hand on the helmet, you know what I mean? And they really couldn't do nothing after, it going downfield and all that shit. It wasn't like that. So with the backup quarterback coming in with no chemistry with Woods and Cup, I don't know how that's gonna go. But they gonna have to. They got the defense. Ain't nobody hurt on defense though. The Ramsey's still there. Yeah, Donald's still there. Leonard Floyd's still there. They got pieces on there to shut down Seattle. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that. I can't even call a winner or loser on this one, bro. Because I hate these motherfucking teams with a passion. Hopefully, like how Cuzzo said that he hoped your championship win the tie. Well, hopefully these motherfuckers go into 5 overtimes. They tire out and they just say fuck it. We'll just flip a coin on whoever wins. Because I don't
get it.
Russ is going with the quarterback on this one.
Yeah, Russ got to get it going, bro. Like if there's any time
against that defense,
they can't, right? But I'm gonna say he do just on the strip of they gonna have the ball a lot. I don't think the Rams offense is gonna do nothing if Goff ain't healthy. I know. I mean, Goff still can turn into Goff. He's notorious for.
But Seattle run defense ain't number one in the league. They've been giving up boo. They've been giving up cheats. They got better. No, they got better ever since Adams then came back. They got the boy Dunlap from Seattle, I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, their defense has been a little bit better in Seattle, but I don't think that they're gonna be able to shut down McVay's run game though. That's 100%. I know that for sure, and that's what's gonna keep the Rams in this game.
They're gonna be able to slide Adams in that box. If Jamal Adams play, they're gonna be able to slide him in that box and play the run and not even have to worry about them boys if Goff ain't playing.
Well, then that's where the motherfucking backup quarterback coming into that box is, with Adams coming into that box. This is where he's gonna have to make his motherfucking money and make them weak ass corners on the outside pay.
He can run a little bit. He a better runner than Goff for sure.
If you sliding Adams in the box, that means you're gonna have one-on-one coverage and Cup and Woods. They can beat each of them corners over there for sure.
Oh, for sure. Buddy got to make the throws though.
You're gonna have to make it. This is where you're gonna have to make his money at.
Who's Buddy? What is his name?
I don't know what Brad's name is right now.
If Goff don't play, it's curtains, bro. It's curtains, bro. I don't care how good that defense is, bro. You're gonna have Russ getting the ball more than the Rams, and that's all that matters. You feel me? All that matters, man. Well, look, man, we at the end of it, man. We wanted to give y'all this this playoff talk because we still heavily in this football, man. We definitely gonna bring y'all these playoff combos. We're gonna come back with y'all next week with another playoff talk to talk about some of the predictions we made. And I mean, as y'all can see, we gonna give y'all that hoop talk Sundays, 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? Heart2start brand still building. We got the baseball coming soon.
I'm ready for the baseball. It's the winter meetings right now.
How you feel about Lindor going to the motherfucking Queens?
Hey, they a playoff team.
New York.
They a playoff team now. That team low key kind of stupid. They got a nice little squad.
Hey, they still have all those pitchers that they have over there too.
Yeah, center guard had Tommy John. He'll be back like halfway through the year next year, but they still got Stroman. They got DeGrom. They got Matz. They got a few boys over there, and they might get Bauer. When Trevor Bauer seen the Lindor trade, he put the little emoji eyes and was like, "Oh yeah." So if they get Bauer, they finna run it up.
Oh so, yeah, they trying to show the Yankees that they ain't the only team in New York.
I'm in a league where we have a minor league draft. Like we do a Zoom minor. We put up the 100 prospects and we do our minor league draft like way earlier. So we have players when it's a keeper league. So we had them players when they come up, a few months. Maybe they come up in August or something like that.
So that league coincides into the regular fantasy league that you guys have?
Yep, we'll have this one, and then we'll have a regular draft like in February.
Oh yeah,
we had a minor league draft like It's a keeper league. We got I got a couple players that's gonna have expiring contracts after this year. Like you can only have players for 3 years, and you got to pay a little bit because we had an auction league, so you got to pay a little bit to re-sign them and all type of shit. It's a little dope league we in. So I'm gonna try to make the Heart2start league. I'm gonna try to make it a dynasty. And we're gonna do something like that.
Hey, the Heart2start brand getting big, y'all. We got the hoop talk, the baseball coming. Then right with baseball, we gonna be back with football. We giving y'all crazy draft coverage this year. What'd you say?
No, bro, that might be a little bit too much for me.
What'd you say?
I'm definitely gonna fuck with it, bro. I just don't know. I ain't gonna be competing right off the rip. That's for damn sure.
What are you talking about? A podcast and some little East Coast bias because he a Red Sox fan and everything. So
right, diehard Red Sox fan.
Y'all kind of know baseball players that had a Heart2start baseball league for sure.
No, yeah, we got enough for sure. My boy Ade gonna come through. He already said it's good. He played in Cal State Dominguez. He played overseas. He gonna come through. He an A's fan. I'm a Giants fan. So we gonna need Chris to come through and kind of have a little bit of East Coast in there with the Sox, and we're gonna bring a Yankee dude through. So we're gonna have some cats coming through.
Brand
fans of the game. When I wasn't with you, but I sent you the pic when dudes was podcasting from the A's game inside. Yeah. They had their little.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
And I was like, ooh, that's what I'm trying to do. Something like
I go to a game when they open for that, something like that. You know what I mean? For sure.
We're gonna get to go.
Hey, the brand
Need
is
to go see Ricky Henderson, nigga. That whole late '80s, early '90s A's team, nigga. Canseco, the Bash Brothers, nigga. Dennis Eckersley, nigga. Shit, I can't even think right now. But nigga, I've been to plenty of A's games though, bro. When I was living in Oakland, on everything, so I know about that old school '80s A's team for sure, bro. That's when a nigga fell in love with baseball, though, bro. On my mount.
you a real
100%.
baseball fan, JD. You used to watch. I remember younger. You turn on that Sports Center. You gonna watch the baseball highlights. No, everything's going on. All of that. Posters on your wall. The Canseco's and the snitch.
The
Snitch
McGuires, my
and
niggas.
McGuire. You know what I mean? Bash Brothers.
Then they got called out for doing steroids.
You know what I mean? Curt froze on. Hey, Curt froze on us, y'all. You know what I
Canseco
mean?
was
But
a
like,
rat.
hey, but like I said, man, the brand is going strong, man. We're gonna keep giving y'all content. We're gonna stay in tune. Y'all see us on the comments, and you know, whether it's your YouTube page or your Heart2start page, we are still here. We are not going down with football. You can believe that. For real.
Last year the channel went froze after football season, but from here on out, nigga, that's not gonna happen. And you
Shout
know,
out
if you
to
checked out the Hoop Talk last week, man, you seen some fresh faces on there that knew what the fuck they was talking about, man. 100%. You know what I mean? And this shit was uncut, unscripted, unfiltered, man. That shit flowed so motherfucking well, like the water out of a faucet, man. I'm telling you, man. Niggas just kick back and just talk this shit, bro.
And we had
That's
3
what
people
we
that
do.
never did a podcast before. And like I told them before the show, bro, y'all are going to see how fun this is because we all just doing what we do. You know what I mean?
Hey, but look, so the studio, a little backdrop on the studio, you know, that's at the house that me and cousin was raised in, you know, and all our older, his dad, my dad, the whole shit, right? So I go over there on a daily, right? So part of the reason why them new dudes, it was easy for them because it was 2 bottles of this over there. Because I knew what he was doing to get them boys talking. He had them off their crib. It
Early.
was 2 fifths over there, y'all. And one of the fifths is gone, and the other fifth is only about 3-4 shots left. Them niggas was getting fucked up over there the other day, bruh.
We was drinking. I said, Wax, what you want to drink? He said, shit, whatever it is, it don't even matter. It's smashed. You know what I mean?
Them niggas had Red Bulls and Coca-Colas to go with the motherfucking yak. Hey, they was on one.
Hey, we got people
everything.
tapping in saying they want to be on the show, man. Everybody's loving what Heart2start is bringing, man. And we just loving how organically this shit is flowing. You know what I mean? And
that's the thing.
we just gonna keep doing it. That's all we
shit
can.
is organic, bro. You know, we don't script this shit. You know, we might do a show sheet to where, you know, we have some topics, but the conversation and what we talk about, man, that shit is just off the dome, bro. And like Cuzzo said, it's followed up with facts, but it's highly opinionated based on everything, bro. Just because niggas pay attention to what the fuck is going on.
For sure. And know what we talking about, man. Well, like I said, man, we coming back with y'all next week. Tap in with us on the page, man, and let us know if you took any of our betting advice. You know, my steal of the week is the Browns, and I'll take that the Bears with the 10. The Bears with the 10. You know, I wish everybody luck this week, whatever fantasy you still doing, the redraft playoffs and you know, everything that's going on. And man, I just
did a playoff draft with Bogey and them. What's up, Jimmo? Go Bears, bear down. Yeah, I just did a playoff draft. They got a draft where you just draft all playoff players.
I seen it.
You know, some defensive players and shit like that. So, you know, I can't wait to see how that shit go. You know what I mean? You know, I took motherfucking Josh Allen and Chubb and AJ Brown. Oh, it's a super flex too. So I got fucking Tannehill and AJ Brown as my news double up. You know what I mean? So we finna see how this shit goes. So when we come back next Sunday, I'll let y'all know if I moved on or not. I don't even know who I'm playing. I gotta go on the computer and see because I couldn't get that app to download on my phone. But yeah, that's just a little bit more content too, though.
Hey, I got a question. Is that the prayer for the house or that's you?
Nah, this just a pint. This a 375. I wasn't robbing you. But I did take the Correleo though the other day though.
That's you, man.
Don't nobody want the Correleo. That's why I took the Correleo. Don't nobody want that. But I see that's why I brought the Priv up. Like you talking about, oh, they was their first time. I know why it was their first time and they felt good because they was off 2/5 a yak.
Hey man, we was doing it like we can't smoke on there, because a lot of the fellas don't smoke. So I'm like, man, I gotta do something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't smoke because their jobs don't permit it. So
yeah, right.
Otherwise, I'd have been big chiefing on there. I'm starting to make them come with a mask, man. Y'all come with a mask or the plastic
COVID mask, bro.
No contact, so I could just be, you feel me? But we got some big.
Did you do like Jimmo do and go out and take a smoke break?
Man, damn near. But the hostess with the mostest, man. I gotta keep them in tune, man. But look, man, Heart2start, man. Like I said, we coming back with y'all. We appreciate everybody, man. We love everybody who rocking with us. Straight up, man. Shout out to Jimmo. Shout out to everybody who comes and we rock with on a regular. We gonna keep it pushing, keep this boulder up the hill, man. And Heart2start. JD, we out.
Saying no. Niggas know how I'm bumming, nigga. Yeah. Fuck what a nigga say, I feel like Dre. Man, the game is thick. Suckers wanna play and load my K until that bitch click. Big stick hanging out the bottom of my 4-5. No lie, if I whip it out, somebody gon' die. Only time you hard is on the gram when you go live. Flexing with a tube but never blam, I'ma blow mine. Won't show mine until it's go time. Nah, you can't hold mine. Yeah, I got the whole mine. I'm on the goal line and I'm going for 6. Watch me up the scope. Caught him at the stove. He was with his hoe. Had to let him know. That's your ass. You don't get it past. You reap what you sow. Why you speaking low? Speak up. Boy, you been a hoe. Boy, you been a bitch. Get off dick. Tryna steal my drip. Look up in the air. You see me, I'm fly as bird shit. Never on no nerd shit. Why you on that lame shit? You don't want no smoke. You get smoke with who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Lame ass niggas talking about they on some gang shit. Nigga, you was a bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, you was a hoe. Nah, you ain't no hoe cause hoes get dope. Man, your pussy ass a cat.
We fucking lied, my niggas.
Tell